The first thing we need to do is define our legal entity, and to do that we need to go into Setup, Financials, Accounting Setup Manager, and Accounting Setups. From the Accounting Setup Manager, we select Create Accounting Setup, and then we create a legal entity. Territory, I'll leave that as the United States. Legal entity name, I'm just going to call it Yemi Demo Corporation. Organization name, Yemi Demo Corp. Legal entity identifier is going to be called YDC 001. EINTI number YDC 12345, and is a transacting legal entity. I'm just going to select an existing address, just do a search, click on go. So I'm going to select one which is my PD4 New York. Click on apply. That's the address of my legal entity. Again, you could have created your own address if you wanted to and selected it from the list. So it takes us back to the main screen, which is in our accounting setup, and I'm going to select add another row. I'm going to search for my legal entity that I've just created in my list of values. I'm going to type in Yemi percentage. I'm going to click on go, and it's found my Yemi Demo Corp. Click on my quick select, and then I'm going to click on next. The primary ledger, which is what I'm going to define, I'm going to call it YDC underscore LED underscore 01, and then my chart of accounts will be my YO chart of accounts that I created earlier on, which is my accounting flex. And then my calendar, I'll be selecting the accounting month, so I'll be using the accounting month calendar. Currency, I'll use US dollars. That's the currency. And then subledger accounting method, I'll use standard accrual. So that's the standard accrual that I'll be using. I'm not using any secondary ledger, so I'm just going to click on next. So that's my legal entity accounting structure. Click on finish, and then I'll define my accounting options in my ledger options. So if I select my define accounting options, so now we update the ledger options by selecting the update icon. I'm going to select the first ever open period. I'm going to change that to December 09, 2009. And then I'm going to select the future entryable periods to be 2. I'll leave this subledger accounting method as standard accrual, and then click on next to go to the next screen. And here we'll select the returned earnings account. We'll use the one that we created earlier on. And from the accounting structure, this is actually showing our accounting structure that we defined earlier on. Company, department, account, product, and spare. The company segment that we want to use is going to be 01, and then which is our UK operations. Department, we use the balance sheet, which is all the zeros. So that's my balance sheet. And then the account, we use 331 Let me just do percentage, so we'll see the one that we created as well. That's the one that we created, called YO retained earnings. Product segment, we'll use all the zeros. Just pick one of the products, which is no product at all. And then spare segment, we use the default as well, which is all the zeros as well, which is not applicable. Search is not founded, so we're going to create it dynamically because we actually have dynamic insert switched on, so that's actually created the code for us dynamically. For the suspense account, we're going to use again company 01 search. We're going to use create button to dynamically create the account for us. So that's mainly for the journal processing. I'm not going to enable approvals. I'm not going to enable journal entry tags as well. And then for my accumulation, I'm not even going to specify period end rate type. I could if I wanted to, just to give you an idea of examples. So you could say that at the end of the period you want to use corporate rate, daily exchange rate, and so on, or actual rate. So this is some examples of what. So if you wanted to, you could also put in average period rate as well. So for my account, I'm going to put an accumulative adjustment account. Company, again, I'm going to enter 01. Department, all the zeros. And for the account, I'm going to use 35%, and that's my cumulative adjustment account. Product, all the zeros, and my spare account, again, all the zeros. And I'm going to use my code combination to create. So normally when you set up your general ledger, you will not allow dynamic insert by default, because you could easily create code combination that are not valid, and that is why you would normally use your security rules to make sure that people don't just create account combinations that doesn't make sense to your accounting structure. So journal reconciliations, I'm just going to leave that as is. Budget control, leave it as is. Average balance type, I'll just leave them as is, and I'm going to click on next. Once you've selected next, brings you to this summary page, and click on finish. And then we can look at other things like setting up our reporting currencies if we need to. So if I click on update, if we needed to add a reporting currency, we can add one, but I'm just going to click on complete. That gives me another tick there. And then balance and segment values. Again, just want to update that. So if we need to add some balance and segment values, we can add balance and segment value, and I'm just going to click on complete. Gives me another tick. Again, I can also define and maintain operating units. And so if I wanted to define an operating unit for my ledger, I can, but I'm just going to click on complete. And the same goes with my document sequencing. If I wanted to enter a document sequence, I can just add one. If not, I'll just click on complete, select complete from the status, and click on apply. And that's my legal entity completed. Just going to click on complete and return to my accounting setups. And this completes the demonstration of how to create your ledger. Thank you very much.